guys, Marty Grisani here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to our first video on the YouTube channel. I'm one of the owners with my partner Matt McGuckin of Upstate Home Buyers and Suplex Properties, and I felt the need today to get on here to really talk about, it's actually been a question, before I get to why, but it's been a question that I've been getting pretty regularly for the past couple of years is, what's it like investing in Rochester, New York for real estate, right? Why Rochester, Marty? Why are you choosing Rochester? For my friends that are from bigger pockets that reach out through, DM or kind of see my articles that I respond to, or whether you're a new member of our Facebook group, the Upstate New York Real Estate Investors Group, occasionally I'll get those questions. And so I made this video so that I don't have to answer that every single time differently, right? I can just tell you in a series of videos why I believe Rochester, New York is a fantastic place to invest. So I'm gonna just come out right with it. So investing in Rochester, New York, I believe there is two main reasons why someone should choose Rochester, okay? I believe that the number one is that we have a extremely diverse economy. Okay, we are not just the old, in some cities you might just have that one plant, right? You might have just the one power plant, right? If you're the Simpsons. No, but if you have like the one kind of main job, right? If you're like back in maybe 50 years ago here, we had Kodak, right? So if Kodak went down, well, you have some problems, which we did, right? For a number of years, we had to kind of find a new identity for Rochester. Well, because of that, right? Because we are not just hopefully just on one company that stays relevant. Now we've been able to kind of pop off different companies that have been extremely successful here in Rochester. And one of the big ones, right? Though this is the easy one to kind of look at, or I should say the two of them are our hospitals and our colleges. So we have two major hospital systems here in Rochester with the U of R and Rochester Regional Health. And we have at least 3 colleges right here, that have a good amount of students, which again, jobs, students, all good stuff. So there's a lot of good stuff going on with like University of Rochester, the Rochester Institute of Technology, but also we have a lot of ancillary colleges around like St. John Fisher, Nazareth, Brockport, all these colleges that are right to MCC, which is the Monroe Community College. So we have a lot of different high education, and we also have the hospital jobs, right? We have those healthcare jobs, which are again, very important because we're constantly bringing in, whether it's doctors, nurses, but also those like more blue collar jobs, which is great for rentals, okay? So that's number one. I think number two, one of the reasons why people love Rochester is because our rents, you can really totally get the 2% rule, okay? You can find 2% pretty much anywhere in Rochester, especially the city where the taxes are not as bad, okay, as the suburbs, but also the property prices are pretty decent, right? Like you could, no doubt, pick up a very solid $60,000 property to a $100,000 property all day long. You can find these pretty regularly, and it's not surprising that this would be able to rent for $1,200, and this $100,000 house, if it's broken up into a duplex, which is typical for duplexes in the city, especially in the more C plus B areas, okay? You can find a $100,000 duplex that rents for $1,800 to $2,000. All right, especially if you're renting by the room for like the college kids, okay? Or even if you're gonna go more low income, you can certainly rent by the room at like $440 a month. That's pretty typical here. And that's another story, and I'll certainly get into that. We own that. So my company, we have about 50 properties that we own and manage here in Rochester. So everything I'm gonna tell you is just what I've already done, okay? Now, again, 2% rule, if you, I guess I didn't go over that, but if you buy $50,000 house, you can times that by 0.2 and get $1,000. So the 2% rule, which is really hard to find, in like New York City or Massachusetts, Connecticut, California. Again, this is why people are looking at Rochester. You can find these pretty standard here in Rochester, so that's great. Now, is there a little bit more asset management with those, right? Are you gonna be a little bit more, talk to your tenants more, or be a little bit more in the know as to what's going on with that property? Yeah, probably, yeah, you would. But is that yield worth it to you? That's gonna be up to you. It is for us, right? Because we can find some really nice properties. Yes, I'm sweating profusely. It's 86 degrees in my yoga studio office here. So, but anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to go over with you really quickly. Just give you a rundown of why Rochester. Two main reasons though: diverse jobs and 2% rule. So I'm gonna keep coming out with these videos. I'll send these videos out to people if they find it helpful, but I appreciate your time and welcome to my channel.